That played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
To throw, Cousins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears 7, Vikings nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just meet the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Listen to me. Wide.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Good route here. Hey, no, easy. Hey, receiver.
On third down, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
Yellow.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, and I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this way.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They snap it to Fields. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they'd love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Two. Zebra. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky 50. Get.
Throwing, Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First. Hey, we're good. Good route here. Hey, no, easy.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab?
And this throw will be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to
blitz coming, and down he goes. Davion Taylor The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Listen to me.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go play action. Cousins steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On the draw, it's Nwangu. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Good route here. Hey, no, easy.
Throwing is Cousins. And my goodness, another interception.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Bears 42, Vikings 21. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And some room to work. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now it's the backup Simeon. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now here's another interception. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis-Cine. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Cousins on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Cousins to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Again, it's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1. So the train.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, look at the juke. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Hey, no, he's easy. Black.
On play action, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Play fake. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jaquan Brisker brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On third down, Cousins. And now here is another interception. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Got his man, and it's caught. The Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind them?
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Gain of 31 yards. First down, Chicago.
Fields on first down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Justin Fields, a loss of 12 yards.
They snap it to Fields.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Listen to me.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Cousins. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And now here is another interception.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, Fields.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never hit.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.